Welcome back to the Delivering More platform, folks. I'm your host, Ben Alkire. Thank you so much for consuming the content morning, afternoon, and evening. We appreciate it, as always. If you could, hit that subscribe button down below. That's going to help us out more you could ever know. I have another amazing Meet the Team to bring to you folks out there today. I have with us another customer service representative from our delivery operations team. Let's get to know Matt. Easy peasy.
That was good, dude.
Yeah, you like that?
That was good.
Yeah, that was one take Jake.
Johnny,
yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, that felt good. I was
freaking pro guy.
Yeah, we got in, we got out, and we're here to do what we got to do. It's a Monday. Vic mentioned we just had a little Monday discussion. I'm not a big Monday guy. It doesn't sound like you are either.
No, not a big Monday guy. Not a big morning guy either.
Yeah. I'm not a morning guy either. What's your morning routine? What time you waking up? You got kids and everything
Yes,
too,
three
right?
kids. So I have a weird morning routine. I get up at 5:55 because I set my stuff out the night before, like my clothes, everything ready to go. Get up, get dressed in like 10 minutes, brush my teeth, lay back down on the couch. Well, first I wake my kids up, the two that need to get on the bus. Wake them up, lay back down on the couch for like 30 minutes. Fall back to sleep, get up at like 6:45, come to work.
Okay.
So, yeah. I get up, get ready, get my kids ready, and then I go back to sleep till it's about time to come to work.
Hell yeah. What time are you in here? Like 7:30?
Yeah, 7 every day.
Hell yeah. I mean, if you're getting up at 6:30 again, it's a pretty quick drive here. You live like
I
over
live
in
right by the Hall of Fame, which is 5 minutes from the office. So
Hell yeah. What about growing up and where were you born? Where were you raised?
Canton, Ohio.
Yeah.
I went to Jackson. Lived here my whole life. Never lived anywhere else.
You went to Jackson?
Yeah.
I don't think I knew that.
I graduated in 07 though.
Okay.
I'm older than you guys.
So yeah, we missed each other by a year then.
Yep. You graduated in?
I graduated in 12, but like in terms of being in the high school.
1 year out of when I was there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. I'm trying to think. I was playing sports and everything, so I maybe knew a couple people that much older, but I don't know. That was were you there when it was still the old high school before they built the new one?
Yep. I was there as they were building it.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It was crazy during those years for sure.
Yeah, it was wild times. Yeah, it's massive. Now my dad was a teacher at Jackson.
Okay.
In like 2000, 2001-ish. So I was around the high school a ton when it was the old version.
Nice.
And then when it got like revamped, they only kept like the one hallway where construction and workshop and all that stuff was.
Yeah, I haven't even been in there for years now. I don't even know what it looks like, dude.
Yeah, I actually haven't been back in a minute either. That's funny you say that. I haven't been inside those walls in a hot minute. What about growing up in? You said Canton, Ohio. Went to Jackson. What about family and everything? Mom, dad, brothers, sisters, anything like that?
Yeah. So my mom is from Canton as well. Dad grew up in Columbus. I got a bunch of family that went to Ohio State. Still lives down there, like close to campus. But yeah, mostly just all Ohio, born and raised in my family.
Hell yeah. Any siblings or no?
I have a younger sister who was actually born. I did it on the Two Truths and a Lie thing. My sister was born July 15th, 1993, and I was born July 14th, 1989. So we were born exactly 4 years and 1 day apart. My dad and his sister were also born exactly 4 years and 1 day apart, but 1958 and 1962.
That's wild.
That's so weird. Like, I know. What are the odds of that happening?
It's just like what? Yeah, it just
Except
makes...
his sister is older and my sister's younger. That's the only difference.
That's crazy.
Weird, right?
Yeah, giving me goosebumps a little bit.
A little strange.
About that kind of stuff. What about sports or anything growing up? Were you? I know we got you out on the golf course lately, so I know you're into that. But what about growing up?
I played baseball a little bit growing up. Didn't really stick with that. I did skateboard for like 10 years.
Okay.
So I was a big skater kid in school. Really just golf.
Did they have the
14.
skate park at Jackson Park when you were growing up, or did you have to go like out to Dogwood and stuff like that?
Yep, Dogwood. I don't know if you remember Joe's skate park.
Yeah,
in Green.
Yeah.
I used to go there all the time.
Hell yeah.
I used to go skate at the Stark State. You know where the fire training
Yeah.
stuff is. There's like all kind of stairs and rails over there. We used to go skate and get kicked out all the time. Yeah.
All right. All right. What about first job growing up? Did you work in high school?
My first job, Burger King, when I was 17.
Nice.
Burger King. Wasn't thrilled.
Didn't like it?
Didn't like it. No.
I like the flame was it flame broiled burgers? Is that what it is?
You got free food when you were
Hell
working,
yeah.
so that was always cool. But like I was the lowest one on the totem pole there because when I got hired, everybody else had been working there for years. So like I sort of felt like I was the gopher running around doing everybody else's work. Didn't enjoy that job one bit.
Nice.
No.
What about this? Is I like when people have like worked in restaurant industry and got gigs like that. Tristan and he worked at Dairy Queen.
Okay.
On his first jobs, and we did some off menu items that
Okay.
you would make while working. Did you
Yeah.
have any secret Burger King menu hacks that you would chef up while you're back there?
Not really. I would just eat chicken fries all day while I was working.
I love the chicken fries.
Chicken fries all day. And you remember they used to have those little pies that came in a little triangle box? They had like a Hershey one, a Reese's one. You don't remember
I got
those?
nothing,
Dude,
no.
they were so good. I used to take like 2 home every day in my pockets. Yeah.
The chicken fries with barbecue.
Chicken fries by themselves.
Yeah,
I don't even need sauce.
Yeah, love
Yeah.
it. I'm a fan as well. What what post high school then? Did we go further education or what do we do after high
Yeah,
school?
so I went to Stark State for business administration. Did that. And then as I was finishing school is when I was like right around the time I was going to have my first child. So, yeah, school ran right into becoming a parent pretty much for me.
Did you get the degree or no?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Just, yeah.
Nice. So then you get the kid. Now you got to get a job right away, right? Because you got to get that money.
Dude, yeah.
So
immediately.
how do you put that degree to use?
I think my first job after college was a call center. I worked at Incept doing like recruiting for blood banks, and I think I also did stamps.com. So, yeah, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah. Incept is like they source out the companies that they work for, right? Like
I believe so.
They have like multiple people
Yep.
in that one call center.
Yep. Oh, yeah, there's tons of people over there.
Nice. What post Incept then? So you graduate? You said 07 from high school.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking 2011 out of Stark State.
Yep, 2011, might have been 12, because I think I waited a little bit before I enrolled, but yeah, I think I graduated 2012.
And then we're here. We're doing the Meet the Team because you've been at DeliverThat for a year now.
A little over a year.
I think the end of March.
Yep.
Like we're coming up on the 1 year. I think we should say, right? In terms of when this will be released, though, you'll have celebrated the 1 year anniversary.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
We appreciate your
Thank
time
you.
here. Been a hell of a ride so far.
For
I imagine. What from Incept though, we'll say 2013ish when you start working there to now 2023. Walk me through what we're doing for that decade of time.
Yeah. So for a while, I actually did landscaping for like 8 years. I did landscaping for just one guy who had a bunch of different clients, and then my grandparents and their neighbors. So I was doing landscaping like 10, 12 hours a day, right after college. I quit doing that for a little bit while I was working at Incept because I was like, yo, this is just too much being outside working hard labor for 12 hours a day. But then I actually missed it. Like I missed being outside, like just being on a riding mower and, just sort of not having anybody telling you what to do, just out there do your thing.
Yeah, you like know the job, you get in, you get out, don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. And then, so I did a lot of like sort of odd jobs, like just call center stuff. I've worked at a loan place that did loans. When COVID happened, I was working for a company called Third Channel. I don't know if you've ever heard of them, but it was all remote. So I was doing merchandising for this company that does like they would go into Dick's Sporting Goods and just change around the displays and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah, like
And then
optimize it.
Yep, and then I would have to like look at the planogram, see what needs ordered, stuff like that. And that job was awesome, but they cut it like everybody got fired during COVID.
Damn.
I got laid off for 8 months, And then they kept telling us once a month in an email, like, hey, everything's good. We're going to get you guys back out there. And then one day they were just like, just kidding. Just kidding. The position, I forget how they worded it. Yeah, the position is no longer a position, basically.
Damn.
Yeah. But they actually, when they told us that, we actually got paid for all the work we had scheduled when COVID hit, because I had like 60 stops at stores scheduled for the upcoming like month and a half. And when they finally said you're laid off, they paid us for all those, which was cool. That was awesome. I know a lot of people didn't get, that opportunity when COVID hit. So it gave me a little cushion because I got paid for like a month and a half of work.
Yeah, I mean, that
was fire.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, especially, like you said, when their people are just getting laid off and it's like, see you later.
Well, for that 8 months, I was just sitting around like, what are we doing? Like, just hoping that they would send us back to work. Never happened.
Never happened.
Yeah.
Damn. And then, so what now? I mean, now we're basically caught up to, we'll say, I think the anniversary date for you is like March 23rd. I think it's like you, Larry, and Heather, maybe?
It's February something.
Is it February?
Yeah. 23rd, maybe.
Okay,
I think that
so
might
we're
be
past
the day.
the year, then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a little past it.
Okay, perfect.
A little bit.
Yeah, I think it's you, Larry, and Heather were the three that got hired
Yes,
together.
sir.
Because we just did Larry's at the end of last week, so you guys will be releasing around the same time.
For sure.
I mean, you got hired. When you first initially heard about DeliverThat, let's start there. How do you hear about it? What's the interview process like? And we'll go from there.
I think I just heard about it online. Honestly, like I was on Indeed or something, looking for jobs. And the interview process was cool. Like, I think I talked to Vic at first. My interview, Vic and Lisa, maybe. But yeah, the interview process was cool. I liked the fact that somebody called me right away. Like, as soon as I had my interview, I think I got a phone call like an hour later, and somebody would, hey, you want to come back for a second interview? So, yeah.
Hell yeah. And what about when you initially started? Was it always for the CSR position? Is that what you interviewed for initially?
Yep. And now I'm doing some dispatch stuff. Like, I'm doing the routing in the morning as well, too.
Hell yeah. Taking on a little bit more responsibility.
Yeah, buddy.
What in terms of just like the day-to-day like operations and things like that, I mean, how is it for you over there? I know like Mondays are a little lighter. Obviously Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is kind of the bulk of things. Fridays basically kind of the same as Mondays.
Yeah.
Still a hell of a lot of deliveries, but obviously not compared to the middle of the week. But
for sure,
day in and day out, how do you feel like things are running over there? Do you enjoy being on the phones? I know I forget who. I think I was talking to Brian and Derek about this the other day, but we were just like talking about things and how things are going in here, and they were saying something like they know you're someone who you'll take a call like no matter like who, when, where, what's it about.
Yeah.
They know they can send that call to you whenever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like that's our job, right? Take phone calls.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't mind taking phone calls. I like helping the drivers, and I like my day going by quickly, I'd rather be busy Tuesday through Thursday than sit here Monday and Friday just twiddling my thumbs.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Definitely makes time go faster.
Yeah.
And when you're kind of like problem solving too, and you kind of like got to actively figure stuff out, makes things a little quicker.
And it's really not that fast paced, even when we're super busy. Because I've worked at jobs where you're taking like call after call after call, like you won't get any break in between. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it is what you make it.
Yeah. Hell yeah. What about working with the drivers on like a daily basis? You think, do you enjoy doing that kind of stuff? Do you enjoy like helping these drivers out all the time?
Yeah, for sure. Like I've gotten to know a bunch of the same, because, we talk to the same drivers daily. Gotten to know a lot of them. Yeah. And I truly enjoy helping them out for sure.
Hell yeah. What about like the restaurant side of things? Are there ever times you're dealing with restaurants where like, is there anything, I think this is something I haven't asked previously, like when a restaurant calls in and they're directed to you or you pick up the call initially, is there anything that a restaurant could tell you immediately about what they're calling in for that would be able to direct you to how you could help them quicker? Like whether that's the order ID or the restaurant name or things like that could maybe make things a little more efficient?
Definitely when restaurants call in, they tend not to say where they're calling from. They'll just be like, hey, this is Mark with Honey Baked. And then you're like, Honey Baked where? And you need to ask, like, do you have the order number or the customer name? So I feel like maybe stuff like that, if to just give us a little more info when they call in, could be helpful.
Hell yeah. What I mean, are there things like they're usually calling in for that you're helping out with over there? Or is it all just usually like driver stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I talk to the restaurants every day. Like I just had one earlier where food was supposed to be dropped off 40 minutes prior, and the customer didn't have their food, but it had looked like the food got dropped off. So the store called us to see if we could get in touch with our driver to figure out where the food was. So I calmly told the store, hey, yeah, let me reach out to the driver. Called the driver. They told me where they left the food. Called the store back, told them where the food was left so they could tell the customer, and boom, that's it.
Nice. They found it?
Yep, found it.
Hell yeah. Easy as pie.
I mean, it doesn't always go that way, but this time it did.
Hell yeah, yeah. Well, at least we got one little good story out of it. Then what about in terms of like just like DeliverThat in general? I mean, obviously we kind of celebrated you being here for a year and some change now. Talked about your time working as a CSR, helping out dispatch a little bit. We go on some excursions as like as a group for some golfing afterwards. I know obviously we're coming up on golf season, so that'll be a big time.
Oh yeah.
We got the Q1 outing will be coming up here at the end of this month.
That's exciting stuff.
Beginning of April. What are there things you enjoy about being here at DeliverThat?
I tell people all the time that I like the quarterly outings. Like, not every company does that for their employees. You know, most places you're lucky if you get a Christmas party at the end of the year. You know,
Facts.
so once every 3 months to just have something cool to look forward to do with the team, I think it's definitely like a huge advantage. It's got to be like good for morale building too, you know?
Yeah, I think that, I mean, in my mind, that's
like, who doesn't want to go to a free Indians
yeah.
game that their job paid for,
right?
You know, or whatever.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, I think we're gonna be hitting that baseball game up again this year for
Sounds
round
good.
2. Yeah, I'm excited. What about any other? I asked Larry this as well too. On his Meet the Team. You got any any other ideas you think we could do for a quarterly outing?
Man, if it involved golf in any way, I'd be fine with it. But like, I know not everybody's into golf and sports, so like it's sort of a tough balance. We got to find something that everybody's going to enjoy.
Right.
I don't know. That's a good question.
What about like the golf outing? Last year's your first golf outing.
Yeah.
Did you play in it?
I did.
You had a team?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. What are you looking forward to this year?
Of course, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Looking forward to getting beat by somebody that's like 19 under par, you know? That's how every golf outing that I've ever been in goes.
Yeah, it's ridiculous what some of these teams
You're
say
so
that they
happy when you
shot.
get up there like 5 under and then the winner's like 22 under par. You're like,
Yeah, how's that
oh,
possible?
what are we doing?
Yeah, makes
no sense.
Yeah, I agree. Some of that stuff pisses me off sometimes. Like
Real bad.
I almost like wish like you could get like physical proof of like how how those holes were played.
If we're gonna be cheaters, let everybody be cheaters. You know,
Yeah.
like my team's over there playing honest golf, and then you get up there and you're like,
well,
these guys have been drinking beer all day and they're minus 22.
I was
hold on.
tailing a team last year at our outing, and I realized I forget how we did it last year, but you got like one mulligan or something per person or something. I think last year, and if you paid for skins or something, you got more or something like that. But what I was tailing a team at one point in time, and what they did is they would basically they wouldn't use their they would basically use their mulligans for putting. Like once you get on the green, and I'm like,
hold on.
Right. When I play with my friends, like you can use mulligans everywhere else but the putting green. So I think going into this year, we got to solidify.
We got to make some rules.
Yeah. You got to solidify that the mulligan can't be used on the green. I think that's that's just how I've always played.
Yeah. I didn't even know that was a thing people did.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was tailing them for a minute.
Green.
And they were like putting for eagle or something. They all missed it. And they were like, oh, well, should we use the mulligan? I was like, I didn't say anything at the time, but I was like, all right, whatever. Like, do what you got to do.
You take a mulligan when you shank one into the woods or whatever, not
when it's like an actual bad shot.
Not to make your score better on the green. That's not fair.
Yeah. Like at least put you in contention, not just like get you double digit under par.
That's silly.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, so I think we might have to get a little more stringent on what we allow people to do.
It's a great time, though. I had a blast at the golf outing.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, the Chick-fil-A lunch is always key. I think this year will be a little more interesting, too, in terms of, like, what we provide to everyone who comes out. I think it's only gotten bigger and better, like, as we've gone, and I think we got to find a way to, like, one-up it again this year.
Sure.
So we'll see what we can do.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, shit, so you said you got the 2 kids, right?
3.
3.
Yep.
Just the 2 that are getting on the bus every morning, is what you said.
Yep.
What are the ages?
So my oldest is 12. My son, I have 2 sons and a daughter. Sons are 12 and 9. Daughter's 10. So they're all right there, 9, 10, and 12.
So what's that? 2 middle school, 1 elementary?
2 middle school, 1 elementary. Yep.
Nice. Are they going to Jackson local, or where are they going?
My oldest goes to Jackson, and my 2 stepkids go to Avondale, which is plain local.
Okay.
Because that's where me and my wife live.
Nice. Okay. So one's at Jackson Memorial.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
And other 2 are at Avondale, which is only like 10, 15 minutes apart.
And then those 2, will they go to Glen Oak, and your oldest son will go to Jackson?
He'll go to Jackson. Yep.
Nice. Okay, that'll be interesting.
It will, right? 2 different high schools in the house.
And what happens? Are the 2 boys, are they into sports?
Oh yeah, they both play baseball.
They're both pretty good baseball programs too. So possibility they're duking it out on the field.
Oh, for sure.
In a couple years.
Jackson's baseball program is no joke at all.
Yeah, they're very
They
good.
take it seriously, even in little league. Like, I was talking to some coaches last year. Like, the one guy just looked so wore out. He was like rubbing his head. I'm like, "You okay, buddy?" And he was like, I forget how he worded this, but he said, he was like, "No, I'm not okay." He's like, "I got bamboozled into being a coach because nobody else wanted to coach." And he's like, "I thought it'd be 1 or 2 nights a week." He's like, "We got to be practicing 3 nights a week for 2 hours every night." And I'm like, these kids are 9 and 10 years old.
Right.
Like, is that really necessary? 6 hours a week of practice? He was like, over it. That's how serious Jackson is. So I can't imagine once you get into high school, how much you're practicing. Like, eat, sleep, baseball. That's it.
Yeah, that's what happened to me though. I got so burnt out in baseball. I don't know if you played when you were a kid, but when they have the program now, like Jackson is very they have, I think, when we played, it was like the Jackson Jaguars, Jayhawks, and now it's like Jackson Jack, purple. Like they have
like purple, white, gold. I think they have 4 different teams.
Right, you're like playing, and you play like other cities. I think at this point in time, when we were growing up, we just played like everyone around the area, and they were all different random names.
Yeah,
but you were playing travel ball, so you were playing during a summer, you're playing 130 games. Like it felt like you were playing like an MLB season.
That would wear you out.
So by the time I got to 8th
kid.
grade, I'll never forget. Like my parents were like, "Are we doing this again next year?" And I was just like, "I don't think I can."
I'm over it, guys.
I was just like, I don't think I can do this anymore. Like it was just so much. Yeah, I can't even imagine what it's like now.
Right. I mean, luckily both of my boys are little and they still love it. You know what I mean? They're only playing. I think Carson's season had 16 games. Because he was in his first season of kid pitch. So he's still, got some time to develop. Hopefully he sticks with it because I know sports is good for the kids, keeps them out of trouble.
Give them some fundamentals.
Give them some fundamentals, yeah. Give them something to do. Yeah. I'm excited for baseball season for the kids.
Yeah, I'm a big baseball guy. What about the daughter? Is she a sports player?
She's
like
in band.
Gymnast,
She's
dance,
in band.
Bands.
Yep. She plays piano and flute.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Is she good at piano player?
She's better at piano than the flute. Like, she just taught herself how to play keyboard because we bought her a keyboard for Christmas one year. And one day we just heard her up there just playing songs, dude. She just taught herself how to play.
That's wild.
She knows the notes and everything. Yeah. I don't know the notes, the keys, none of that stuff.
Does she, when she goes to does she have a piano class that she's in now for school or anything?
No, that's after that's just an
extracurricular.
Yeah, but she's in band at the school for flute.
Okay.
Yep.
So does she know how to read music now too?
Yeah.
Then, or did she teach herself
learning.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, she has to learn it.
She's learning, but she's better than I am at it.
Yeah.
I was never musically inclined.
Yeah, no, I think they I
Can't
remember
sing. I tried to play guitar, couldn't figure that out.
Yeah, they made us do a year of band or something in middle school or something, and everyone had to try out for an instrument. And this is because you had the 1 year where everyone did the recorder.
Yeah.
That was always the thing growing up. You're playing hot cross
buns. Yeah, buddy.
Facts. Everyone's doing the recorder. And I think the next year you had to play you had to try out for a brass instrument or whatever.
I think so, yeah.
And I just remember it was absolutely miserable. And I was like, I'm never doing this.
I don't want to do this. Yeah. No.
Yeah, but now I'm I wish desperately I could play music.
Right? I know. Yeah. My wife can play guitar. She knows how to read music. She can play piano.
Okay, so
I'm jealous. Yeah,
that's where she got it.
Yeah, I got artistic people all through. She definitely didn't get it from me. She got it from her mom for sure.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, Matt. Well, I appreciate the conversation. I appreciate you giving me some time away from things over there. Let's I'm gonna roll you through a little this or that, and we'll get you out of here.
Sure, let's do it.
All right. So this will be Matt. This or that. Let's start out a little. We'll start out easy one. How you feel about city or suburbs?
Ooh, I'd say suburbs. Suburbs.
Is that because our growing up? Like, have we been to like New York City? Have we visited any big cities?
Yeah, I've been to big cities. I've been to New York City. Been through Times Square. It's just stressful.
Yeah.
The biggest city that I can handle is maybe Cleveland, Columbus. You know. Yeah, I'm not a big city guy.
Yeah,
I'd rather be
not a hustle and bustle kind of guy.
No, suburbs for me.
Okay, easy enough. What about? I think I know where you. I think you're similar in nature to me in this one, but I'll ask it anyway. How do you feel about dress up or dress down?
Dress down.
Yeah.
Dress down. Big hoodie guy.
Yeah.
Big hoodie guy. Hoodie and jeans. If I could wear sweatpants to work every day, I would.
Yeah,
That'd be.
Give me some there. Big hoodie. Shout out Big Hoodie.
Yes, sir.
I'm all about it. What about? How do you feel about texting or calling?
Texting, for sure. Not that I mind talking on the phone, but just texting is easier.
How does that? All your kids have phones already?
2 of them, the oldest ones do.
Okay.
The 10 and the 12-year-old have phones.
Yeah. So are you texting them all the time?
All day.
Yeah.
Well, not at school, obviously.
How does that work? Do they have their phones in school
They
nowadays?
do. They're allowed to have them, but they still get in trouble if they're like caught looking at them during school. But still, somehow, like, because I have this app that it's called Life 360, so you could see where they're at, right? And somehow, still, both of their phones are draining battery all day while they're at school. And I ask them, like, how you go to school with a full phone battery and you come home and it's on 26%?
Yeah, like 40%.
Like, aren't you supposed to be paying attention in school? I don't know. Well, I'm not looking at my phone. Okay. I mean, as long as I'm not hearing from the teachers about it, we'll just believe them, you know?
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I always wonder how that phones work in school nowadays with those kids. It's wild. What in terms of waking up in the morning, we talked about how early you're waking up, 5:55 in the morning,
Yes,
gotta wake
sir.
up a couple children. How do you feel about hot coffee or iced coffee?
Hot coffee. Big hot coffee guy.
Are you brewing it up at home?
Usually my wife does it the night before. She'll set the timer on the coffee so it goes off like 5 minutes after I get up.
Impressive.
Very impressive.
Is that like a pod thing, or is that like
No,
still
just
like
a
regular ground coffee?
Yeah, just ground coffee.
Interesting.
Yeah, set the timer so it goes off like 6:05. And I can pour a cup.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not a big coffee guy. I didn't even know that was a thing.
It is. Yep.
That's nice.
Clutch.
Hell yeah. I like that. All right, hot coffee. What do you feel about in terms of like a road trip? Got to take the family out of the town for a weekend. Would you rather be the driver or the passenger?
Oof. Driver. I'd rather drive for sure. Just because I like to be in control of things, you know, and then make sure we're taking the right route. All that. Not that my wife doesn't know how to drive. That's not what I'm saying. But I like to be the driver. That way she can sit in the passenger seat and deal with the 3 in the back while I'm just focused on driving.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, that's understandable. I can understand that. We'll get it out of here. Last one. This is an intriguing one because I know you got some routine here in terms of what you eat in the office. So I'm interested to see what you say for this one. How do you feel about going out to eat or cooking at home?
If I had to pick, going out to eat, for sure. Just because who likes doing dishes? You know? I'd rather go out to eat. I'd rather order takeout if I could, honestly. But it's just not feasible to feed a family of 5 on takeout food 7 nights a week.
Yeah,
can't do
facts.
that. No, we're making food at home most nights. But if I could, I'd prefer to eat out.
How do your children know about your Roosters kids menu hack?
Oh, yeah. Dude, we order that sometimes for dinner. Get all 5 of us dinner for $25.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah. The whole family knows. It's a big hack.
I was dumbfounded.
It's a lot of food for $5.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah. The little kids meal hack at Roosters. What is it? You get like 5 boneless wings and a drink or something like that?
Big giant boneless wings, 2 sides. So you get a salad, like fries and tater tots, whatever, and a drink. $4.99.
$4.99.
Cheaper than fast food.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
I know. I'm just
Roosters
waiting for the
wings are
day
so
that
big, too.
I'm waiting for the day that I call and they're like, "Hey, we're not kids meals are $9.99 now," or they're gonna be like, Are you ordering 5 kids meals for 5 children, sir? I'm waiting for them to
Question
stop
it
it.
a
But
little
yeah,
bit
they
more.
never say anything, so let's keep rocking it.
Shout out Roosters.
Shout out Roosters.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Jim's a big Roosters guy as well. All right, man. That's all I got.
Cool.
I appreciate it again.
Good stuff.
It's been a great year.
It has.
Shout out to another great year coming up here, 2024.
Let's make it a good one.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do here come 2025 Q1 outing.
Yes, sir.
Got a ball game coming
Excited
down the
for
road
that.
in June.
Cool.
Hell yeah. Hell
Cool
yeah,
stuff,
man. Thank
Benny.
you so much.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, we'll see you later.
Boom.